Alright guys, so here we are at the second demo of TradeLens. Now a lot of things have changed and we have overall just way more things that we would like to present to you so you can bring your trading to the next level. Now it has given almost 80 traders way better results after using TradeLens, which you can see on the bottom left. We also have a 5 out of 5 rating on Trustpilot, simply because this trading journal is actually going to improve your trading. Now we have a lot of different things to cover. So let's just hop straight in. Now the first tab that I would like you to visit is the Journals tab. From here on, you're going to create your first journal. And in the description, you can put everything that is describing your journal. Personally, it's just going to be TradeLens demo. And then TradeLens will also ask you, is this going to be a live account, backtesting session, or just overall something you're doing on a prop firm? Now for me personally, I'm just going to press backtest for now. Next thing is also, it is going to ask you for trade rules. Now look guys, every single trader needs rules in their strategy. If you don't have rules, then you're just basically trading blindly and without confluence. I am not trading NFP days, for example, because when I looked into TradeLens, it has shown me that on those days, I'm most likely going to take a loss. And from here on, I'm just going to add the rule. And from here on, the entire rule is added. This is going to play a bigger part a little bit later in the video. However, rules are very important. You have soft rules and also hard rules. Hard rules are basically unnegotiables, such as the NFP days rule that I have personally. However, some rules are more flexible and you can basically select a priority this way. Now, if you press on a day rules button, you can also select, let's just say 2 trades max per day. Because a lot of us traders, we like to overtrade, and this is significantly going to decrease your trade frequency, but increase your profits overall. Now for me personally, this is more of a flexible rule, because if the setup shows up, I like to take it, so this is more of a medium priority for me. And with that, you're going to create your first journal in TradeLens. What I want you to do now is go into the import trade section. So once you have arrived at this tab, and I'm going to quickly minimize it, I want you to select the journal that you're going to import the trades into. Now in TradeLens, you can have multiple journals, because whether you're backtesting, live trading, whatever it's going to be, TradeLens needs to know where all of the trades get imported to. Now in this case, it's just going to be the demo. And from here on, you basically just want to add your broker statement and click on import trades. Now here's the thing, TradeLens allows a lot of different broker statements, right? Whether it's a trading platform, a prop firm, a crypto exchange, or just an international broker overall. TradeLens will automatically identify which broker statement that is going to be and quickly going to add it to all of your different trades. However, in the case where you are having a broker statement that is not supported, then join the Discord in the description down below and we will add your favorite broker statement as soon as possible. Now, if we scroll a little bit further down, you can also see that intelligent data validation. Now, some brokers are just having a very weird way of putting out their broker statement, such as if you have an entry or exit price of 0 or even a negative, which completely doesn't make any sense, then TradeLens is automatically going to filter those trades out, because those are just a mistake of the broker and not yours. So successfully imported all 108 trades, and from here on, we're going to click on the dashboard tab. Once you have arrived here, this is basically the heart of the entire journal. In here, you will be given basic information about your entire trading behavior. However, this is not going to be the advanced trading tab, as we're going to get into that shortly. Now in here, it's going to give you a quick overview. How is my graph looking like? Is it looking whether professional? Am I fluctuating a lot? Or am I having steady growth over time? Now you can also click on specific days and see basically an entire summary and also the exact same trade that you have taken on that day. So we're going to quickly scroll down even further, and from here on you can see the performance calendar. Here you'll basically see an entire overview of the entire month that you want to look into, and that way you can basically just track down how the entire month went. Scrolling down even further, you'll see your recent trading activity, just in case you would like to review some of the very recent trades you had taken. Now, and just in case that you have journaled the trade incorrectly, you can click on this edit button and basically do the entire trade all over again, change things, whatever you would like to do. And scrolling down even further, you'll be advised to go to the analytics dashboard, because as I said previously, this is just the overall dashboard. To get more knowledge about our trades and deeper understanding, we have to go onto the analytics tab. Now we have finally arrived at the most important part of TradeLens, which is greatly going to increase your profits in the market. Now first things first, the integrated AI in TradeLens is going to give you insights on how to improve your strategy. Now, TradeLens also has a AI assistant which you can ask questions, but we're going to get to that later on. Now, the first thing that I can already see, your Friday performance shows a 60% win rate. Consider analyzing what's different about your Friday trades. This is basically telling the trader, or me personally in that case, that on Fridays I am not performing as well as on other days of the week. So from here on, I have multiple options. Either I'm just going to not trade the entire Friday at all if it shows me that I'm just losing money, or if the Friday is still profitable, then I need to change something in Friday's trading in order to make it more profitable. So scrolling down a little bit, you'll be given your historical win rate. Now here's the thing. When you're having a win rate, it can fluctuate a lot. The historical win rate is not only showing you the very current win rate which you are holding, but how was your win rate looking like throughout the entire months. This is basically a direct indicator if your win rate is staying consistent or not, because chances are if your historical win rate is fluctuating a lot, going up and down, then most likely you are having a very inconsistent strategy, or you're just changing strategies more often. If your win rate is looking basically always the same, then most likely you have a very proven system and a very defined edge in the market. Now, as always, you can select the time period which you would like to look into. So scrolling down even further, you'll be given a quick overview on how you're performing on each day of the week. Now, we have previously seen from the AI assistant that I'm not as good on the Fridays and is basically the worst trading day out of all of the 5 days. Now, in my case, it is still profitable, so perhaps I should not just completely screw the Friday, but just do something different that increases my profits. Now, the same goes for the Thursday. Personally, that would tell me that I need to change something on these days in order to make more profits. Looking at the Monday, which was by far the best trading day, that would mean that I would have to look for a specific pattern on Monday that I could possibly implement onto Friday and Thursday to get more consistent results. And the setup quality analysis is going to be determined of how sharp you were when taking the trade, how was the trading setup looking like in your emotional state, but we're going to get into that once we're actually going to journal a trade together. So scrolling down even further, and this is by far one of the most powerful things that you can implement in your trading. Now personally, I'm already seeing a very specific pattern here. If my trades go for around 3 hours, then most likely it's going to be a take profit hit. However, the longer my trades go, the more likely it becomes that this trade is going to end up in a loss. Now, what is that telling me as a trader? It is telling me that if the trade is going for X amount of time, then I should rather just cut the loss earlier rather than waiting for the trade to still hit take profit. Doing these little adjustments in your way of trading, cutting losses earlier, not leaving that much profit on the table, is going to significantly increase your profits overall. So we are basically done with the entire analytics tab. From here on, we're going to go onto the trade library, and in here, you're basically just going to journal your trades. Now, this is just a demo video, so I don't really have much trades that I have journaled. However, we're going to journal an entire trade together. For that, I want you to click on Add Trade, and from here on, you're just basically going to journal your trade. Now, as always, I want you to select the journal so TradeLens always knows where that trade belongs to, and you're just going to fill out every single space in here. Now, a massive and powerful way to improve your strategy in overall trading is by going onto the Advanced Analytics tab and selecting how much did your take profit got overshot, or what is the maximum drawdown. Because this is going to tell you how much money are you really leaving on the table. Now you can also select the price. For me personally, it's going to be pips. Now, why is that so important? Because that as a trader is going to tell me if the trade is always overshooting my take profit by, let's just say 10 pips, then perhaps I should increase my take profit by, for example, 5 pips. Now, this is not going to be determined by a single trade, but you would have to journal a significant amount of trades in order to make this kind of conclusion. The same goes for the maximum drawdown. For example, if I'm taking a long and I'm always going to get into a drawdown by, let's just say 12 pips, then perhaps after having a series of trades analyzed and seeing a specific and clear pattern, I should put my entry lower by, let's just say 8 pips. That way I am maximizing the profits that I'm getting and I'm getting the best out of my trades as possible. So scrolling down even lower, you can see the Psychology and Performance tab. Now, trading is not just looking out for patterns in the markets, it's by far more than that. You also have to track your psychology and your performance overall. Now for me personally, I was very sharp, and this was not the best trading setup that I could have taken, but it was pretty good. This is going to basically keep you accountable also on the psychology part of trading, because you want to make sure that you have both in check, not only the technical side of things, but also the mental side of trading. Scrolling down even lower, TradeLens will basically keep you accountable if you are following your rules or not. Personally, this was no NFP day, so I have followed the rule. On this day, I have also just taken one trade, so I have also followed the day rule. And from here on, TradeLens would like you to document your trades. What were the confluences, maybe even downsides, what was speaking against your trade, and many more things. And from here on, you have the opportunity to add screenshots to your trades. That way you can always go back onto your trades and look for specific patterns on how to improve your trades. So after you're going to click on add trades, this is basically how you're going to add trades to your entire trade library. Now the more trades you're going to have in here, the bigger the library is going to look like. So after we have journaled our trades, I would like to quickly introduce you to the TradeLens AI assistant. Now guys, this is by far the most powerful thing that you can ever wish for in a journal. Because in here, you have a personalized assistant that you can ask questions and you will get the most out of your trading by simply asking a question. So we are literally just going to ask the AI, how can I improve my trading? And it's going to plot out an entire and detailed text about how you can actually improve your trading. Now this is not just your average observation that you could have spotted otherwise yourself, but it is giving you exact insights on what was going wrong, what did you do well, and how can you actually improve your strategy. Now we're not going to go over everything that the AI is plotting out here, but let me quickly introduce you to one of the most important things. Now as a quick example, trading frequency optimization. Your performance varies significantly by month. On June it was 39 trades, on July it was 27 trades, and as you can see the win rate drastically decreased. So as a trader, that is going to tell me what was different on this specific month that my win rate significantly decreased. What can I improve in order to have a high win rate and overall just even out the entire statistics? Another thing is also I've only taken 8 trades on August. So what has led me to this significant amount of drop in my profits? So me as a trader, I'm going to go back onto the TradeLens journal and analyze the June and July for that matter, and from here on we're going to go onto the news. Now guys, you want to have everything in one place. Personally, I don't like to go onto a specific site to look out for the news or for the position size calculator, so TradeLens is way more than just a journal. It has everything in order to start trading, plan your trades, and also document them. Now you can also add filters. For me personally, I am only interested in this week. I also only care about USD news, and the impact, basically as the name already suggests, is how big of an impact are those news going to have. And you can also select your time zone. From here on, we're going to go onto the position calculator. Once again, you want to have everything in one place and not just have to go from side to side, just have all of these different functions. TradeLens has it all. Basically, you're just going to type in the parameters and get the exact lot size that you have to use in order to risk X amount of percentage. For example, 1%. And from here on, I would like to introduce you to the leaderboard. You can basically just show how well you're doing compared to other traders. Now keep in mind, we know that a lot of people take privacy very seriously. This is why if you go onto the settings, you can basically just set yourself private so nobody will see you in the leaderboard if that is what you're wishing for. So from here on, I would like you to introduce you to the public chat. Now this is very inactive right now. However, as more people are going to use TradeLens, this is going to be a space for traders to exchange trading ideas and overall just chat with your friends and analyze the markets together. And we have finally arrived at the end of this video. But give us one more minute of your time, because TradeLens is a fairly new journal, and we are trying to reach out to as many people as possible to improve their trading. So if you have a social media presence, and you would like TradeLens to be bigger than it is right now, for an exchange of a 20% commission rate, then simply click on a download affiliate card and you will be given your personalized card that you could use in order to promote TradeLens. Now keep in mind, we are more than happy giving special and custom commission rates. If you're interested in that, just join the Discord down below and let us know. We are very flexible and open for partnerships. So this is basically for TradeLens. If you have any questions, leave them down below or join the Discord in the description if you have any more suggestions onto the journal. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share TradeLens with a friend that is never journaling his trades. See you guys next one.